हाय हेलो सत श्री अकाल, यू ऑल आर वाचिंग पंजाब केसरी नवोदय टाइम्स। मैं हूं आपके साथ नमिता सचदेव एंड टुडे वी हैव विद अस वन ऑफ द फाइनेस्ट एक्टर्स ऑफ टीवी इंडस्ट्री एंड आई वुड रादर कॉल हिम द मोस्ट एलिजिबल जमाई राजा ऑफ द इंडस्ट्री। या फिर मैं उनको बहुत से और नामों से बुला सकती हूँ अभी, जैसे राजीव भाटिया, या फिर मैं कहूँ तो रणवीर चौधरी, अनिल अजमेरा इफ आई एम नॉट
अजमेरा।
रॉन्ग, आसिफ अंसारी एंड व्हाट एल्स। चलिए उनसे ही पूछ लेते हैं। तो रवि, we should call you by these names or Ravi Dubey, आप ही बता दो।
Feel free to call me Ravi, but right now I think I'll prefer everybody calls me Matsya because
अच्छा।
Matsya आने वाला है 18 नवंबर को सारे एपिसोड स्ट्रीम होंगे
हाँ।
MX Player पर. So right now I think
हम्म,
everybody should just kind of get used to calling me Matsya for some time.
चलिए तो मत्स्य बुला लेते हैं। नाम बहुत ही मुझे इंटरेस्टिंग लगा। ऐसा कौन सा कांड करने जा रहे हो वैसे इसमें?
वो कांड अभी मैंने बता दिया तो फिर 18 नवंबर के लिए कुछ बचेगा नहीं. No, but it's something very, very interesting. I know that I haven't pushed this envelope before in my life, so I'm very, very excited about it. But the cat's going to be out of the bag on the 18th of November, so yeah.
डेफिनेटली। अच्छा, ऐसा बहुत कम होता है रवि कि आपको एक ही फ्रेम में एट वन पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम इतनी सारी वर्सेटैलिटी दिखाने का मौका मिल जाए, बिकॉज आपको डिफरेंट कैरेक्टर्स एक ही सीरीज में निभाने का मौका मिला है। सो व्हाट आर योर थॉट्स ऑन दैट? हाउ डिड मत्स्य कांड हैपन टू यू?
How did it happen? That's a slightly long story because मत्स्यकांड का मतलब जो शो का सिनॉप्सिस वगैरह है वो तो मुझे बाद में पता चला काफी. लेकिन मुझे कैरेक्टर के बारे में एक छोटा सा पैराग्राफ मेरे एक बहुत करीबी दोस्त हैं जिन्होंने शो की कास्टिंग करी है, Parag Mehta. So Parag is, I think he's absolutely terrific with his job because he's hit the ball out of the park in this in Matsyakand as well, because we have stalwarts, literally legends like Piyush Mishra ji, Ravi Kishan ji, even the younger lot, which is Madhur, you've seen him in Slumdog Millionaire, Zoya, who's a Miss India, you know. So Zoya Afroz is there in the show. Preetham is there in the show. Rajesh Sharma ji is there in the show. Naved Aslam ji is there in the show. Yeah. So Danish Pandor is there. So with the casting, I think Parag, Namesh, Ajay sir, of course, the director of the show, they've done an absolutely amazing job with that. So well, long story short, Parag ने मुझे एक आधे पैराग्राफ का एक कैरेक्टर स्केच भेजा था, और वो कैरेक्टर स्केच भेजने के बाद मुझे इंस्टेंटेनियसली न्यू कि आई हैव टू डू दिस. इनफैक्ट मुझे पता था कि मैं ही मत्स्य हूँ. so yeah, so it's been fun, it's been beautiful.
मतलब ऐसा क्यों लगा कि मत्स्य आप ही हो सुनने के बाद में?
पता नहीं, आई थिंक एक जिस तरीके से एक इंसान की एक वेवलेंथ, एक फ्रीक्वेंसी होती है, वैसे किरदार की भी एक वेवलेंथ फ्रीक्वेंसी होती है. जब वो कागज पे होता है तो वो सिर्फ एक एक सोल होती है, बट फिर धीरे धीरे जब वो हार्ड मास का इंसान बनता है तो उस पे एक शेप, एक आकार आना शुरू हो जाता है. तो आई थिंक समवेयर अ कैरेक्टर इज अ लॉट लाइक अ ह्यूमन बीइंग एंड यू वाइब विद अ ह्यूमन बीइंग, राइट? In that same sense, I feel you vibe with the character as well. Some characters there are so many times that they may be great stories and great characters, but you just don't vibe with it. You don't feel that. So yeah, you vibe with a human being. You vibe with the character as well. So कुछ कैरेक्टर्स के साथ आप महसूस करते हैं कि आप अलाइनमेंट में हैं, कुछ के साथ आप महसूस करते हैं कि ऑफ रिदम. तो बस तो मत्स्य हैपेंड बिकॉज़ आई फेल्ट दैट आई वाज इन अलाइनमेंट विद द कैरेक्टर. सो
वेरी नाइस, ब्यूटीफुल. अच्छा, ये जो किरदार है, मतलब हमने आपको पहले कभी इस तरह के किरदार में नहीं देखा. व्हाट ऑल यू डिड अर्लियर वाज डिफरेंट फ्रॉम व्हाट यू आर डूइंग इन दिस कैरेक्टर. सो हाउ मच टाइम डिड इट टेक फॉर यू टू गेट इनटू द स्किन ऑफ द कैरेक्टर, और कैरेक्टर्स आई शुड से रादर?
Characters, yeah. So I think most projects that we do in the industry, the prep time is not given a lot of importance because the production time is so overwhelming, the execution time is so overwhelming. Because of your own also commitment sometimes, because of the actors' commitment sometimes, because the production is also overwhelmed with so many projects that the production is doing. The legitimate prep time which is required for for a project, especially like this, so to say, is not given that due importance. In Matsyakand, that was not the case. I have personally done projects that have also done very well. That where there was no time per se. I mean, we just signed the contract and within 5 days or 6 days, we were on the floor. And they have also done well. Maybe that was the due preparation required. Maybe that was all that was required, or maybe to engage, शायद उसमें इतनी ज़्यादा इन डेप्थ इन्वॉल्वमेंट, प्री इन्वॉल्वमेंट की जरूरत नहीं थी। ऑफ कोर्स जब प्रोजेक्ट शुरू हो जाता तब तो इन डेप्थ इन्वॉल्वमेंट होती ही है, लेकिन मत्स्यकांड में हम लोग 3 महीने से जो है हर एपिसोड पे, हर एपिसोड के हर सीन पे, हर सीन की हर लाइन पे जैम कर रहे थे। तो 3-3.5 महीने हम लोग रेगुलरली मिलते रहे। मुझे याद है मेरे एक दूसरे वेब शो की जो है उस वक्त शूटिंग चल रही थी, और मैं उसमें से भी फुर्सत निकाल निकाल के जो है दिन भर शूट करने के बाद रात में हम लोग बैठते थे। एक आदत बन गई थी एक दूसरे का चेहरा देखने की, तो हम लोग वी वर ऑल जस्ट फीलिंग द शो बिफोर इट वेंट ऑन फ्लोर, एंड व्हेन इट वेंट ऑन फ्लोर कई बार ऐसा होता है कि आपको सिर्फ अपने ही सीन्स पता होते हैं। कई बार उतनी भी फुर्सत किरदार मतलब सब लोगों के पास नहीं होती। ऑफ कोर्स हम लोग, एवरीबडी इज इन्वेस्टेड, एवरीबडी वांट्स टू, बट कई बार उतनी फुर्सत कईयों के पास नहीं होती कि वो पूरे शो की पूरी बॉन्ड स्क्रिप्ट पढ़कर आए। वो सिर्फ उस दिन का क्या शेड्यूल है वो उसके सीन्स जो है पढ़ करके आके फ्लोर। लेकिन इसमें ऐसा नहीं था। मेरे ख्याल से हर किरदार को पूरे शो के हर सीन, हर एज ऑफ द क्लिफ मोमेंट, हर क्लिफ हैंगर के बारे में पता था। एवरीबडी वाज वाइबिंग एंड विद इन सिंक विद द शो, व्हिच वाज समथिंग व्हिच वाज ग्रेट। And I think that's, I'm really waiting for it. I'm waiting that the world can see it, and I'm excited for it. Keeping my fingers crossed. And please
I think everyone is waiting for you to watch you in this character.
I'm glad. So a show in which I get to play a 17-year-old and an 80-year-old at the same time. I want to see how people respond to that. Let's see.
अच्छा, सबसे बेस्ट कौन सा था वैसे कैरेक्टर इन सब में से अगर मैं बात करूं? Which one is your favorite जो इसमें आपने प्ले किया?
So जिस कैरेक्टर से जो कैरेक्टर जो है इन बाकी सब किरदारों का न्यूक्लियस है इज मत्स्य। तो बाकी किरदार, all the other looks, he's somebody who knows how to hide in plain sight, and therefore the disguises. The best way of hiding is hiding in plain sight. अगर आप अपने चेहरे पे एक नकाब पहन लें या एक हुड लगा लें या एक कंबल ओढ़ लें तो सबकी नजर आपकी तरफ जाएगी। लेकिन अगर आप बिल्कुल उस भीड़ की तरह बन करके उसमें शामिल हो जाएं तो फिर किसी की नजर आपकी तरफ नहीं जाएगी। Therefore, this is what makes him a con artist and not just a con man. So that I think it's so the nucleus of all these characters is this intelligent guy, which is Matsya. He's a skilled person, and he's So for me, that would be the core of the characters would be the favorite, and yeah. So that.
Okay, what does Matsya mean?
Fish.
Okay. Yep. I didn't know that. Okay, how quickly can you zoom into a new role, Ravi, if I ask you?
Sometimes there is not as much time as one would want to have. Sometimes it's the commitments are multiple, and the transit period is minimal, and therefore I think that efficiency, as much as people may be undermining it, and the broader scheme of things, but that efficiency entirely comes from television, because television simply doesn't give you that kind of time and bandwidth. You have to become an artist who kind of thinks on his feet, and that training and that efficiency can only come from this medium and this medium only. So I'm thankful that I had my due time, as a television actor, and that कई दफा जो है लेने को तो आदमी कितना भी वक्त ले सकता है, और कई बार जरूरी भी होता है उतना लेना, लेकिन कई बार उतना वक्त लॉजिस्टिकल रीजंस की वजह से पॉसिबल नहीं होता। उसमें भी यू हैव टू पुट योर बेस्ट फुट फॉरवर्ड। सो देयर इज नो एब्सोल्यूट आंसर टू दिस क्वेश्चन एक्चुअली, इफ आई ऑनेस्टली टेल यू। अगर मेरा बस चले तो मैं कुछ किरदार ऐसे हो कि मैं साल भर उस वर्ल्ड के अंदर मैं रहूं, और हर एक्टर चाहेगा ये, सिर्फ मैं ही क्यों, मतलब हर एक्टर चाहेगा कि साल भर मैं उस दुनिया के अंदर रहूं, साल भर उसकी तरह उठूं, उसकी तरह जीऊं, उसकी तरह सांस लूं, बात करूं। तो बाय द टाइम इट कम्स ऑन स्क्रीन, वो लॉजिस्टिकली पॉसिबल नहीं, नॉट एट द टाइम दैट वी आर लिविंग इन। So what is the next best thing? We need to kind of, again, even in that, we need to think on our feet and put our best foot forward. Let's see.
But do you think OTT platforms has changed the game for the actors to come forward and showcase their talent very frequently?
Absolutely, it has. And I think both mediums are great mediums. All three mediums, film, television, and OTT, are great mediums. Each has its own set of assets. Each also has a few cons. Where I think OTT is different from television fiction is that TV fiction is a deadline-centric medium, and at the very heart of television fiction is the fact that you have to deliver an episode. So it's in the truest sense, I think that is an industry, because you have delivery commitments, and those, quite like a factory, you have to churn out the product every day. It has to be as effective as any other product. It's as engaging as any other product. You have to inspire people to leave everything that they're doing and come sit in front of their television screens and watch it. Whereas in the OTT space, the one great asset that it has, it's that it doesn't have any deadline. At least not the kind of deadline that is there in the other medium. Because you can take your 6 months, you can take your 7 months to produce, post-produce, pre-produce, produce and post-produce a show, and then put it out there till the point that it is at least aligning with your conviction. अब वो audience की conviction के साथ जाता है कि नहीं जाता वो तो वक्त बताएगा, मगर at least आप sure हैं कि आपने उसको पूरी तरह सारे जो आपके दिल की इच्छाएं हैं आपने पूरी उसके अंदर फिर पूरी कर ली हैं, and you are putting your best foot forward. In terms
with the advent of more and more OTT platforms these days, हम देख रहे हैं. Do you think the freshness is still on in the roles that have been offered, or the kind of variety of shows that are coming on OTT platforms?
देखिए आपको ना क्या है कि थोड़ा discreet I think actors और technician मुझे लगता है दोनों को होना चाहिए. At least in my life I have tried my best to be as discreet in picking up projects as possible, because कुछ भी चीज अगर सक्सेसफुल होती है तो एक रगबरोल तो शुरू होता ही है. It gives birth to a rut, it gives birth to a sheep mentality in a way where good shows are also made. ऐसी बात नहीं है कि अगर कोई किसी को मोटिवेट करता है, एक अच्छा शो सक्सेसफुल हो जाता है, नंबर्स कर लेता है, तो एक थोड़ी बहुत गलत शब्द है लेकिन एक भेड़चाल जैसी शुरू हो जाती है. वो हर जगह होती है, केवल हम we are not the only people who are a victim of it. It happens in every country, in every industry. It happens in Hollywood as well. So बस वो आपको ना क्या कहते हैं वो मोती ढूंढने वाला काम आपको करना है कि हाँ कि मतलब what is it that you feel in alignment with as a consumer? Would you watch the project that you're doing? That should be, so long as you're asking yourself that question and the answer is yes, go ahead, do it. And even if the answer is no, it's your choice, go ahead, do it anyway. So
yeah, are you a TV person, a movie person, or an OTT person in terms of watching? I'm asking.
In terms of consuming content, I'm an all kind of person. I mean, and I consume everything. I think there is no languages barred, no industry barred, no platform barred. I consume all kind of content and I consume it all the time. So I love Korean films. I love German films. I love all kinds of cinema. I'm absolutely in love with Malayalam films. Absolutely in love with Malayalam films. I think it's the most, my favorite director would be Mani Ratnam. So the one actor that I feel really inspired looking at right now is Fahad Fazil, and Mohanlal, Kamal Hassan. So there is no such thing as कि मैं कोई एक तरीके का content ही देखता हूँ जो मुझे appeal करता है, pick up things from the past. I don't know, you must have seen Devan. There's a film called Naigan, which Devan is a remake of, where Mr. Kamal Hassan starred in it. So that's going to be my all-time Indian favorite film.
Wow.
My all-time Indian favorite film is Iruvar, one of my all-time Indian favorite films. Again,
I have seen that.
So you've seen Iruvar. Now these are some of the greatest gems. May not be the films that you would conventionally watch, which you will have to stumble on. You'll have to kind of just be on a lookout for great cinema that inspire. Watching a good content is like watching a great or reading a great book. It changes you and you're never the same, provided you're looking at it like that. So
definitely.
So yeah, so all kind of cinema, all kind of content, OTT also. I mean, all kind of content everywhere.
And which web series that you binge watch? Acha, political drama.
Yeah, so binge watched. I watched this show called. I've seen Bhaukal. I like Bhaukal on MX Player. Yeah, and what else? I watched the show called Commies Rule. It's on Boot. I watched this show called The Billionaire Code, which is on Netflix. These are some amazing. That's some amazing stuff out there. Absolutely amazing. And yeah, so many. I mean, I can just go on and on and on about this. I saw
Did you watch
a few days back. Money Heist, yeah, of course I watched it. It's amazing. It's amazing.
कुछ लोग आपको Money Heist के प्रोफेसर से भी compare कर रहे हैं इसमें मत्स्य कांड में. मतलब do you feel like that?
No, nothing like that. The show is not at all like that. It's a con thriller. It's a con thriller, and only there I think there is there are only these many genres in the world. I think Hitchcock, let's say, started the thriller genre. Now everybody even before Hitchcock, there were thrillers, but I think he popularized thrillers, and now there are thrillers everywhere. It doesn't mean that everybody is doing a Hitchcock film, you know. So, or for that matter, sci-fi came into existence with Stanley Kubrick. You know, Christopher Nolan has made an Interstellar. Doesn't mean that he's copying or has made a film. You know, so there are only these many genres. The genres will keep happening and keep replicating, but I'm telling you, it's more in the heartland. It's very desi, the show. And it's, if you have to compare it to anything, compare it, if you're a 90s kid like me, then compare it to the 90s kind of storytelling, a thrill a minute, great BGM, and, it's pretty engaging like that. You like it.
Very nice. Let's say we have seen you evolving as an actor, and then you became a producer also. So how did that transformation happen?
Organically. I feel both me and Sargun wanted to tell content as much as be a part of it. And in both spaces, I think at least every artist feels that. We also feel that by the virtue of being a part of the industry and engaging in some content, sometimes you may not be in agreement with the content that you yourself have been a part of, which gives you a palette. You kind of know that, at least you feel that what may work, what may not work as well. So we wanted to be a part of stories and tell stories that we totally 100% believed in. So we are doing that now, and we are lucky to be in this position, both of us.
So, given a chance on OTT platform, what kind of content would you want to deliver on the screen for the viewers?
All kind of content. I think some really organically emotional content. Something which is not necessarily a very, very edgy content. Something that you can sit, and I think one thing that I would want to really, really do is make content that you could watch with your entire family at all times. You should not have any reservation that this is only a content that I can watch after my kids are asleep. There's only a content that I can watch when my parents are not there in the room. So I think that's really necessary, and I think OTT is gradually going that route where unnecessary. There is of course, sometimes a story demands violence. Maybe it demands some profanity as well. But there are times it doesn't demand that, and we are just doing it because it is OTT. So that's something that I think it can be filtered out. I think if we have the opportunity, then let's deliver some really heartfelt content. Me and Sargun are working on that, and I think in very near future we'll be talking about it with you as well. Yeah.
Oh, very nice. I would love to talk about that to you. In acting also, I must ask you that if given a chance, is there anything that you would like to change in terms of your acting style, your acting pattern, or the way you are doing it?
Everything at every moment. Everything. I think everything. So change and evolve every single thing and every single day. I think, like I said, watching a good film or watching a good actor is like reading a good book. I think even if you don't want it, you take a little bit of someone who's inspiring you. So I want to constantly come across people who are motivating me, constantly come across content that's inspiring me, constantly kind of see people who are doing really, really well in their lives as artists and with their craft as well, that it constantly, kind of keeps me at the edge of the seat. And for that, you need to, I really hope I remain like a sponge and my brain never closes and never becomes myopic ever in my life, So I can always look at someone and steal something from him or her.
Very nice.
And make myself a little bit better.
Really impressive, I must say. If I ask, like, any of the characters that you have portrayed in your mind that you would want to or love to play on screen, apart from Matsyakan?
I think you're saying that overall? I mean,
yeah, overall,
the
after
content.
This.
In the films that I've watched is what you're asking?
Okay. No, not you're watching. You would love to play any characters that you would want to portray on screen.
Want to portray on screen? Okay, there is a whole long list. कितना है मतलब बहुत ज़्यादा.
I must ask you then कि South movies आप बहुत देखते हो जैसे है ना मलयालम आपको पसंद है या और अगर उनका आजकल हम देखते हैं बॉलीवुड में बहुत से रीमेक्स बन रहे हैं. So which one movie of South you want कि अगर उसका रीमेक बने तो आप उसका पार्ट?
Kamal Hassan in Indian.
Oh wow!
He really, I think he's such a great actor. Another film that I would love to do is Pushpak.
Acha.
So yeah, in the recent times, it's the only silent film we have, dialogues, so not silent actually, but no dialogue film. These are places where you get an opportunity to really push the envelope and create something different.
So I'm saying, what is more challenging for you, like to play you on screen or to play different characters that you take up as characters on screen?
I really want to take this, when it comes to sort of delivering content or creating content or acting in content, I want to take this word out of the dictionary, which is a challenge. Because in essence, whatever is challenging is also extremely exciting, so which makes it an opportunity, which doesn't necessarily make it a crisis. A challenge is synonymous with a crisis, right? So I think whatever is tough, it is difficult in the conventional sense. It also makes you better than what you were, especially as an artist or as a creative technician or whatever. So the more the challenges, they're welcome in that sense. So playing characters would be rather than playing an organic character, which is a straight arrow, which is more in alignment with who I am, versus something where I can step myself into a brand new pair of shoes would be more exciting. Definitely more exciting. So
and even your
yeah,
fans are very much excited to watch you both on screen together, you and Sargun.
I would love nothing more. I think Sargun is the greatest actor in the country. And I stand by that. I'm not just saying that because she's my wife. I'm saying that because as a consumer, I've sampled her work. And her step-by-step journey is on. And the world will see and notice that what I'm talking about. It's a matter of time. So I'll be extremely fortunate to share the screen space with her. However, and now we are also telling stories. Maybe we have something for us that we may want to tell. But that also is something that not only whatever scripts have come our way have either not necessarily kind of made us jump out of the bed and be involved, or it has, I don't know, it's just not happened so far. But maybe in time we have something that only goes with the both of us, where we are the ideal casting for it, and maybe we'll do it. But so far there is we're still waiting for it.
And we would be waiting for that day to happen soon. Thank you so much, Ravi, for talking to us on Punjab Kesari Navade Times, and all the very, very best for Matsakand. I am so looking forward to it on 18th November.
You please tell your family and friends that they must watch it and shower it with all the love. Make it a mega hit.
Definitely, yes. We can watch it with family, na?
Absolutely, you can. Please.
Okay, done. Thank you so much, Ravi. Thank you, Sonal. Thank you. Bye-bye.